My screen is froze.
Yeah, I see one on froze.
Okay, 1 second.
Let me remove this one.
Okay. Ooh. Yeah, am I cloudy?
Yeah, just feedback.
Okay. All right. Okay, so let's begin the show. It's just a little bit of adjustments at the last second, but it's okay. We got it now. Um, I would just say to start off, welcome to Break the Chains, the most powerful show that's going to hit the airwaves. We got a lot of information to cover, and right now is a crucial time to have this information, out to our people. And we've been trying, and it's been delayed, right, for the last few weeks because even talking to other people that have platforms, it's just some of the energy that wasn't, you know, syncing with us. So we decided to do our own show because some people are on YouTube and other platforms, and it seems to be just about monetary gain for them. So for some reason, they don't want to get information that's going to actually help people. They would rather just talk about the problems instead of talking about the solutions so that our people can get free from a lot of this bondage, that really is in our control. It's just that we need the knowledge, so that's what we're bringing is the knowledge. And also, I would say that wisdom is going to be using that knowledge, not just to get the knowledge and not use it, because if you don't use something, then of course, you're going to be in the same position as if you didn't get knowledge. Yeah, so this platform is one that I've been anticipating as well as Brother D, and
Yeah.
because we know that it's going to help our people. And we just had to get our platform done so that we can speak, about a lot of the issues that's going on. So without further ado, introduce King D here, who has a wealth of information, and I'm in the real estate field, but he's let me know certain things that's behind the scenes when it comes down to even buying homes and getting mortgages. So, Brother D, you have the platform.
Greetings, greetings. First and foremost, I'd like to start off by giving honor to the queens of Kush, the Candaces of Kush. This platform is basically a platform that is endowed by the Queen. And that's very important because in this make-believe, fake matrix that we living in, the Queen has been X'd out by design. So platform by far, we are one of the most surrounded platforms that you're going to come across for the simple fact that we are endowed by the Queen, and nothing moves without the Queen. So I like to give honor and respect to the queens and Queen Davita Rose. She is the endowment of this platform, and this is why this platform is going to be powerful. It's going to be balanced, harmonious, and all that. So let's get down to it. This first session, we're going to talk about holding public officials liable for their actions. Now, this session is really directed to give you applied information. Okay, so when I say applied information, this is information that I myself has already applied because I was in the same situation that some of you are in. Okay, and being profiled, racially profiled, and that's just putting it lightly because calling them racist, these public officials is really just putting it lightly because the term for their actions really is psychopath. Okay, they're really psychopaths, but racial profiling is just a term that you're going to hear me use. Okay, because that is the basic format, or should I say that is being, the term that's being used as far as the cause of action. Okay, so I'm just going to use that just for terms so you can understand, but really you should really think of them more as, psychopaths. And if you look up the definition of psychopath, you're going to find that it's relating to white people, okay? And the ones that are in charge or running this so-called commerce matrix that we live in. So keep that at the forefront. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to directly give you and show you the proper way to file a notice of claim. Okay, so you have to keep in mind that when you get injured, okay, when a police officer, or it doesn't have to, it could be any public official, okay, but we're talking mainly now about police officers, who's patrolling, the inner city, the suburbs, and the ones that basically are doing all the damage in the inner city. Okay, so a lot of us know someone that has been racially profiled by a public official. Okay, so what we're going to have to start doing is we're going to have to start holding these public officials liable, okay, when they injure you. And you have to look at it as kind of like a car accident, okay? So if you get in a car accident, the very first thing that you want to do when you get in a car accident, you want to know if that person hit you, got insurance. And so and you want to go get an attorney, you want to file your claim. So you have to think the same way when a police officer pulls you over, turn their lights on, and you never committed a crime. You see what I'm saying? So they're injuring you. That's an injury because they're turning their emergency lights on outside of their official capacity. Okay, meaning that they're acting in a deceitful, non-honorable way, should I say? Okay, and so with that being said, you've been injured. You have a claim. Okay, even if they arrest you, and let you go, you have a claim. Don't be happy because they let you go. You see what I'm saying? You have to file your claim. We have to flood these municipalities and these courtrooms with these claims. Show you how to do that. Okay, I call it the 10-10, y'all. It costs $10 and 10 minutes of your time. That's it. Wow. $10 and 10 minutes of your time is all that's needed, okay, to file these claims. And they powerful. I'm gonna show you the results of what happens when you file these claims. Okay, you can actually literally just shut them off at the path. You can just cut them off. The whole prosecution of the case is gonna be tainted. Okay, once you file these notice of claims. Okay, so let me. I'm gonna share my screen with you right quick.
Yeah, and it's amazing that you said. Don't be glad if they just let you go, because I was just talking to someone yesterday, and I was amazed that was his expectation for everybody. He actually said, because I was telling him that my son had gotten stopped, by the police, and it was racial profiling. And so I was glad at the actions that my son took because he actually did get their badge numbers and he's ready to file the claim. But the whole thing is, though, when I was telling the other person about it, I thought that he would have been glad for the actions that my son took. But instead, he said, well, why is he doing all of that? And he said, we should just be happy when we get our driver's license and registration back and that we could leave and they didn't kill us. So I said, what? Wow. I said, you actually believe that? And he said, yes. He said, I would even be arrested. He said, I would go to jail if I knew that they wasn't going to kill me. He said, even for something I didn't do. So I said, if it's something you didn't do, you would be willing to go to jail? And he said, yes, to save my life. So
Wow.
I couldn't believe that he said that.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
because, and I told him, I said, no, that means, I said, what happens to the next person? I said, so it'll just keep on happening. I said, you're okay with that? And he said, well, yeah. He said, if we obey them. So that's just it. I don't know how many people think like that, but what I do know is that me, myself, I've gotten stopped. I used to be harassed when I lived in New Jersey, and they would always follow me. And I would, be so upset, but I had no idea that I could put a claim in because I knew I was being racially profiled. Because it would be exactly when I'm going through a certain area that was not us, and they would stop me every time I went through that whole intersection. So when it comes down to it, though, this is information that a lot of people don't know. But I mean, I didn't exactly think like he thought that I'm just glad they didn't kill me. I was angry. I was upset.
Right.
You're
Wow.
upset. You're not doing anything to anyone. And
Wow.
here you are being harassed. And, imagine though, some people have certain conditions. Some people have been in wars. It's all types of situations, of drivers, of us driving. And imagine someone who just, they can't take it, and they have a nervous condition or anxiety or whatever, and now here you are with these so-called officers with their guns out, standing right next to you, ordering you around, and then knowing what our people is faced with all of the murders that go on.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that doesn't shock me to hear that, because that's where a lot of us are. I mean, a lot of us have, we've been dramatized and we're fearful now, to like we rather live in fear, and which I don't understand. We rather live in fear, but that's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. We're here to give them that remedy, that solution. Okay?
Exactly.
So if you look at the screen, you will see here, I'm going to show you how to properly file this notice of claim, okay? Now, in every state, now, when you file the notice of claim, the actual laws is going to guide you on how to file the claim. So this particular claim was in the state of Mississippi, okay? So in the state of Mississippi, I'm going to show you, and I could go to any state. Let me see here.
And that's just it. This is for across the country. It's not even just for certain states. It's every state. That's why we were talking about wherever you're located. If you are someone is being harassed and have been stopped by the police, when you're just driving, not harming anyone, that's what we're here for. And we would like to hear from you so that we can actually help you to get into, your solution, and then from there, we would like to hear what happened when you take action, because that's what's needed.
For sure.
So that we can stop, the harassment. Yeah, but yeah, and that's just it. This is just one of the things that we're going to be discussing, because a lot of people just don't know. I mean, we have the traffic courts that's filled with our people, especially on a Monday morning, because everybody's waiting now to get to court. A lot of them is just coming to pay the ticket, pay the fines, and that's what you think that you're supposed to do, not knowing, that they're not even supposed to give you a ticket.
Right. Or have the main, they really don't have probable cause to pull you over.
Right.
You see? So that's where it all starts with probable cause, you know. And you have to understand that traffic violations is not a crime. It's just
Exactly.
so we have to start. Oh, let me get back to where. Yeah, we have to get, hold on one second. Let me get this. Get these. So, like I was saying, basically, you could go to in any. It don't matter what state you in. You go into when you go into your statutes and codes. You go into civil procedures, practice and procedures. Okay. And then you go down to immunity state, and then you're looking for liability and tort claims, okay? Can you see the screen right here, Queen?
No, actually, nope, the screen is not shared.
Hold on one second.
Yeah, and I know you have a lot of things.
Okay, hold on. Let me pull it up on this. Let me pull it up on this screen then. That's what I did. I put it up on the other screen. All right, here we go. Can you see that screen, Queen?
Not yet. Mm-mm.
You still?
No, it's just the two of us on my screen.
Well, let me see if it's back in sharing the screen. Okay, it's on share. It's on share. What do you?
I can refresh. Let me refresh my screen.
Let's see if you're not. You see any specific codes right now?
Okay.
Okay, there you go. Right, hold on.
Come back in.
Like, where they?
I was trying to knock on the
There
door.
you go. Hold on, let me try this. I'm trying to share the screen again.
Yeah.
Okay, now share. Okay. There is. Okay.
There it is.
There we go.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Now let me see. Now let's get in here. Now, can you see it now?
Yep, I can see it.
All right, here we go. All right. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. Okay. Okay. Here's where the statutes and codes, like I said, you go, and no matter what state you're in, you go into civil procedures, and then you look for public officials, liability torts. Okay. And I'm just gonna, and then we'll go to I'll go to another state and show you how to do the same thing. Okay. So here we go. Now, here's the codes that governs the actual filing of the claim, okay? After all procedures within the governmental entity have been exhausted, any person having a claim under this chapter shall proceed as he might in any action at law or in equity. except that at least 90 days before instituting suit, the person must file a notice of claim with the chief executive officer of the governmental entity. Okay. Service of notice of claim shall be made as follows. For local governments, if the governmental entity is a county, then upon the Chancery Court clerk. Now, in my particular case, it was a county entity, okay, because it was the sheriff department that pulled me over, okay. Right. So they're telling me right here how to file it and where to file it, okay. It's telling me to file it in the Chancery Court. Why? Because it was a governmental entity, okay. That the governmental entity is a county. If it's a municipality, it's telling me to file it up on the city clerk, okay? So I knew that I had to file it with the Chancery Court clerk, okay? Under that statute and code. You see here, notice of claim. This notice of claim is filed with the Chancery Court clerk pursuant to Mississippi Code Title 114611. That's the code that we're reading right now. So when you file your notice of claim, okay, you file a notice of claim and then you list the code, okay, they gave you authority to file the claim, okay? That's real simple. And if you need help with that, contact me and we'll, I can show you how to do it. It don't matter, like I said, don't matter what state you're in, okay? All this information is in every state and in every state statutes and codes, okay? So that's the first thing that you must clear and understand is that you have to get the authority, okay? Because you want to put that authority in your notice of claim, okay? Now you see here, and they're going to start telling you, every notice of claim shall be in writing, okay? Be delivered in person by registered or certified United States mail and contain a short and plain statement of facts upon which the claim is based, okay? Now you see right here, statement of facts, okay? Statement of facts, and you see on your statement of facts, all you do is write down what happened, okay? Officer Cade Mutt, pulled me over at such and such time, and you see how I explained everything that happened?
Right.
That's your statement of facts, okay? And you don't need no template for that, okay? You don't need no template because you want to put down what actually happened.
Okay, right.
Statement of facts, okay? See how I went? I went right along with the statutes and codes because this is my guideline, okay? Contain a short statement of facts upon which the claim is based, including the circumstances which brought about the injury, the extent of the injury, the time and place the injury occurred, the names of all persons known to be involved, amount of money damages. That's the part I like, y'all.
Right. Exactly.
You feel me? The amount of money damages sought and the residence of the person making the claim at the time of the injury and at the time of filing the notice. Okay? Boom. There it is. Okay, it's basically breaking down, and that's exactly what I did when I filed. I put all that information in here, the time and place it happened, where it occurred at, okay, and my injuries, okay, and the amount of damages I'm seeking, $10,000. Okay, now you can put whatever you feel your injury is worth, then that's what you put for your damages, okay, because they told my vehicle. I had to go to jail, spend the night in jail overnight. You see what I'm saying? I mean, shit add up, y'all.
It does, yeah.
Get your claim in, okay? Now, and then you put your damages in there, and then you go and hand deliver this, okay? Just like they said, that's exactly what I did. I walked up to the Chancery Court clerk, and I hand delivered this notice of claim, okay? And then they gonna. When you get that notice of claim, let me show you something right here. What's gonna happen? Okay, you're gonna get a stamp. All right, you see this stamp right here? Okay, wow. That's the stamp that they're gonna stamp this claim. Okay, when you give it to them, they're gonna stamp it. Okay, and you see that last pendants lien. That's a last pendants lien that you just filed against that entity. Okay, whether it's the actual person or whether if it's the sheriff department or whatever, okay? Get your claim in, okay? Now, after you file this claim, all right, you're gonna hear from, let me pull this, you're gonna hear from the risk management who's in charge of doing the investigation. Here's mine right here, May 24th. Man, that was on my birthday, y'all.
Wow.
Hey, they tripping, ain't they? Okay, here we go. Right, you see? Here's the response that I got when I filed the claim. They gave me what? A claim number. That's all I really wanted, y'all. I just want the claim number. Okay, that's all you want. You want that claim number. All right? Then they got on here the date of occurrence. He's letting me know Canyon Cochran Management Service is a third-party claims administrator for Massive. The Massive carries the liability coverage. Okay? Y'all hear that? Liability coverage.
Yeah, because they have to have that.
Y'all. Okay? For Stone County. Okay? The above-mentioned claim has been assigned to CCMSI for investigation. Okay? Meaning that they're opening up an investigation, okay, pursuant to that notice of claim. All right? So once you get that back, you know that your claim is intact and they're filing the claim. Now, your concern, like I said, is to get the claim number. Why? Because anytime you file a claim anywhere in court, the first thing that they're gonna do on is file a motion to dismiss for failure to state a claim upon which relief can be granted, right? That's what they do. So this is why I'm showing you that you have a claim now, okay? You have a claim right there upon which relief can be granted. Now, they may deny this claim, okay? I don't really care if they grant it or deny it, okay? If they deny it, then that's letting me know now that I could go and file this action in court, all right? Now, let's go to that, finish this statute right here. Let's go back to this. Okay. No action whatsoever may be maintained by the claimant until the claimant receives a notice of denial. Okay, y'all hear that? You can't move, you can't do nothing until you get a notice of denial of claim or the tolling period expires, whichever comes first. Okay, after which the claimant has an additional 90 days to file suit. Okay, so if they deny it, you got 90 days to get that suit in, okay? If they don't do nothing like they did mine, they set mute on mine, y'all. They ain't said nothing when I called to ask him about it. Oh, it's still under investigation, but I already know the game they playing, y'all. They told it out. You see where it says tolling period expired, okay? So the tolling period is 95 days, okay? Okay, we'll toll. Okay, here it is right here. All actions brought under this chapter shall commence within 1 year. Remember, you got 1 year. That's the statute of limitations, but it varies from state to state. Okay, so you have to look into your actual code. Okay, after the date of the notorious, wrongful, or otherwise actionable conduct on which the liability phase of the action is based, and not after, except the filing a notice of claim within the required 1 year period will toll the statute of limitations for 95 days, okay, from the date that I filed it, okay? So because they didn't deny the claim, all right, they didn't grant it, they deny it, it tolled out. So I got 95 days from the 30 days that I filed it. Okay, make that, so let's make that clear. There's some time in here, so you have to be up on this. You can't just file it and then just kick back. You have to watch and watch that tolling because you want to get that lawsuit in. Okay, you want to get that lawsuit in. I'm banking on that. You see what I'm saying? But that's where I'm at now. I'm getting ready to file a lawsuit. All right. So to determine all notice, okay, where did I stop at? Okay, has additional 90 days to file the suit. Failure to file within the time allowed is an absolute bar. Okay, that's what they saying, y'all. If you told that time, kiss it goodbye. All right, because you told out and they can't do nothing for you. All right, so that's why it's very important that you don't procrastinate on none of this and that you keep track of the time for which you first initially filed your claim. Okay, because you don't want to miss out on, and that's what a lot of them do. A lot of these agencies, they just work together, y'all. This agency here that's doing the investigation, I'm sure they probably in hoops with them. You see what I'm saying? That's how I look at everything. I don't really look at it. I didn't really file it to really for them to grant me anything. I filed it because I wanted to get that claim number. See what I'm saying? That claim number right here. That's all I want is that claim number. Because when I go file my suit in federal court, you see what I'm saying? That claim number right there, y'all, is going to be my cause of action. Now, the process of their attorneys cannot file a motion to dismiss for failure to state a claim. You see what I'm saying? Because I stated that is my claim. I got the claim number.
Right.
See what I'm saying? So that's what you have to focus on. All right. Now I'm gonna show you what happens. Okay, what happens when I file that claim. I'm gonna show you how I cut them off at the path. Okay, because I got a personal call from the district attorney. Now I'm gonna show you right here. Okay, this is what they gave me when they pulled me over. Right, I'm supposed to show up in court. Right. Here it is, 1 p.m. June 12th. Okay, you are required to appear on the above court date. Okay, I'm required to be there, y'all. You hear me?
Right.
I'm required to be there. Of course, I gotta be arraigned. That's the law. Okay, that is the law. All right. So I was supposed to be there on June 12th. But what happened? I got a call, y'all, from the district attorney of the case. Okay. Now, that's powerful. Okay, when you think about it, how many times a DA gonna call your ass? Huh?
They never do.
They never do. All right.
No.
I got a personal call from this K Mutt. Okay. Now, when he told me that I didn't have to show up in court. This is what he told me. But Mr. Baker, I was just calling to inform you that you're not gonna have to show up in court on the 12th of June. Blah blah blue blue blue. And I'm thinking, well, I'm supposed to be arraigned. What's going on with that? I already know why he called it. You see what I'm saying? Because he got the notice of claim. All right. Right. That's the reason why he calling me. But I'm just playing him off. Right. But I tell him, look, put it in writing. Okay. Exactly. I can't go by none that you say, man. Put it in writing. I ain't supposed to be there. All right. Because I got a piece of paper over here that say I'm supposed to be there. I think you're trying to set me up. You know what I mean? You're supposed to be there. Y'all put a warrant out on me or something, right? I wanted to show up because I shows up and shows out. You see what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to show up in court because I'm challenging jurisdiction right out the gate. So I already know they're not going to get past jurisdiction if I decide to show up. You see what I'm saying? So now he said, let me see if I can find that email.
Wow. Yeah, that's very powerful.
Here it is, right here. Thomas Matthew, y'all. This is the DA. Thomas Matthews III. State versus Delmar Baker. As per request and in confirmation of our conversation on today's date. He didn't waste no time, y'all. Huh? Right? same day that Cracker called me, he sent this email out. June 3rd. Y'all supposed to be in court on June 12th.
Wow.
Today,
right away.
you are acting as your own attorney with regard to this misdemeanor charges now pending in Justice Court in Stone County, Michigan. Please be advised that a plea of not guilty has been entered on your behalf. Your presence at the June 12th court date to make a plea is not required. Now, hold up. How you gonna make a plea for me?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I got them twisted over there. How you gonna make a plea for me? You can't do that, right? Because
exactly.
you can't make a plea for me. Can't nobody plea for me but me.
Right?
How you gonna just plea for me and then tell me I ain't got to show up?
Right.
Who do that? Who do that? You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm telling you, y'all. They twisted over there. All right, I got them on the ropes. Okay. Now he said, please be advised that it's my intent to pass the misdemeanor charges up with the felony charge to hopefully be resolved simultaneously with your circuit court case. Okay. So what he's saying is that the misdemeanor charges, the one that I filed the notice of intent, he don't want to touch it, but he's supposed to, because it's a misdemeanor, and in the state of Tennessee, the justice of the court is what handles all misdemeanors. So why is he running away from this? Why don't he want to prosecute me on a misdemeanor case? He want to push it up to the circuit court. Well, guess what? When I called the circuit court clerk, they said that they didn't have the information.
Wow.
The circuit court clerk does not have the information. The bottom line is that they don't want me in that courtroom because they know that those charges is tainted with fraud. You know that, okay? So that's what I'm telling you, how to take control of a situation, y'all. That's power when you take control, because that's what you're doing. You're taking control of a situation and you flipping the script, okay? So that's why you have to get the claims in, because technically they can't even prosecute you while the claim is being investigated. They don't want to. That's evidence from that letter that prosecutor did not want to touch that case, okay? Because he knew that it was tainted with fraud. He knew that I put all those allegations in the notice of claim. That's how powerful those notice of claims are, okay?
Wow.
Here it is. This happened in May. I have not seen that courtroom.
Excuse me. Wait a minute. Excuse me.
Okay, Queen. I haven't seen that courtroom. Okay? It's a reason for that. It's a reason that they don't want you in that courtroom when you file them notice of claims. So you have to get your notice of claims in, my people. Okay? It don't matter if you've been arrested, okay, and they let you go, stop being happy. Okay? Stop acting like, oh, they let me go. No. Okay, they out here violating every day. They walking up on people. You could be on the sidewalk on the street and they walk up on you.
Right, exactly. Yeah. I'll tell you, I mean, and it gets extensive because as we know about how many of our people is just slaughtered, you know, and imagine you're driving or rather traveling down the street, you know, not doing any harm to anyone. And then all of a sudden you're faced with a dangerous situation. You're scared for your life. And then some of them lose their life. You know, that's happened time and time again. And as we know, but I remember one sister, because I used to do talk shows about domestic violence some years ago. And this one sister, she called in and she was just telling me about her best friend who she was in Pennsylvania, and he got pulled over and they arrested him for some bogus charge, and he was in jail for a month. And I don't know whether his family knew where he was, but she didn't find out until he got out of jail, and he had gotten raped while he was in jail in that month. And then they tested him, you know, for HIV, and they said that he was positive. But in the meantime, so now he wound up passing away, and it was her best friend. So when it comes down to just being stopped, we know that it can be a life. So whatever information, can be put out there to help this from not happening, is crucial, because we are racially profiled daily. I mean, if we don't even know the extent, because of course we don't have eyes and ears in every street, but I would just hope that this platform would bring a lot of people forward, to even share, their stories and see whether it's something that's not too late to be helped.
Exactly. I suggest that all the listeners who receives this message would take time and read the Department of Justice report on Ferguson. Okay, right after that Michael Brown shooting. And that's very important that we read that, because that is what's happening in your state, in your municipality, county. Okay, it's a design plan, and you should know. And
Right.
The first clue is when you get to court, there ain't nobody in there but black folks. Ain't nobody in there
exactly.
but Africans. That's it. You might find a few, UK mutts that that they, went out of control drinking or whatever, and they, but it's mostly us, and it's because it's a design plan. Because this is how simple that they could ruin your life, okay? And they doing this to young Africans on a daily basis, okay? Say for example, a young brother who has just getting on his career, okay? Never been in trouble before, ever. Okay, now these scenarios happen daily, okay? Never been in trouble ever, as far as, any breaking, what do you want to call breaking the laws or whatever. As far as I'm concerned, there ain't no laws. But anyway, never just innocent, okay? But he happens to, smoke a little weed, but good kid, you know what I mean? 21 years old, just starting his career off, you know what I'm saying? And he's cruising along, minding his business, just got off work, right? And forgot that he had a half a blunt in the ashtray from the weekend. This is a Monday, right? And whoop, next thing you know, lights come on. He ain't done nothing, but, he got a nice BMW because he got a nice little job, got a nice new
Right.
You know what I mean? So Popo think he's selling dope. He want to know what's up in that car. All right. So he pulls his brother over. Oh, he walks up to the vehicle and does his little thing. Hey, I know. Can I see your driver's license? And he goes through the little scenario. Comes back to the vehicle, takes his license, come back to the vehicle. Oh, I smell marijuana. Do you have any drugs in the car? Oh, no, I ain't got no drugs ain't no drugs in the car. Well, you don't mind if I search the vehicle, do you? Now, him not knowing that he had the blunt in there, he's like, oh, yeah, go ahead, because he don't know no better. He searched the vehicle. They search the vehicle. They find the blunt. All right, now he's got a case. Okay, he got a misdemeanor charge. Okay, and then they gonna write him a ticket or whatever. First thing he's gonna do, he's gonna go hire an attorney. Okay.
Yeah.
Go hire an attorney. Biggest mistake. That's the biggest mistake, people. Okay, because listen, when you hire that attorney, please know this: that attorney's allegiance is to the crown. Okay, his allegiance is to that bar association. That bar association is the crown. Okay. That's where his allegiance is, first and foremost. All right. You at the bottom. All right. So when that lawyer take that case, he's going to come to that young brother. He's not going to tell that young brother that you've been racially profiled. He's not going to tell him that police officer pulled you over with no probable cause, and I'm finna file a motion to suppress.
That's never said. Never.
He ain't going to say that. even though he know that officer didn't have probable cause. Why? Because the officer don't his webcam, that lawyer gonna already know that officer didn't record it. Okay, he just verbally said that whatever infraction that you did, he just calling it out. Okay, he might say, well, you didn't turn your signal light on, or the most thing that they use is improper lane change. Okay,
Right.
that's when they say that you didn't turn your signal light on and you didn't when you change lanes. Improper lane change. You see what I'm saying? But they don't never have him on. They just say that shit. All right.
Right.
But
Right.
and see, he and that lawyer gonna come to him and he gonna tell that young brother, look. He said, look, you ain't got no, your record's clean. Okay. If you plead guilty, I can get you on probation. You can go back to work. You ain't got to worry about it. You good. Okay. Your job know about this. All right. But what he's not telling that brother is that what's going to follow behind that and how much energy that they finna steal from you. Okay. One, you have to go to drug class. Okay. That's going to cost you money. They're going to put you on 6 months to a year probation. You got to pay that probation department. Okay.
Yeah.
That also means that if anything happens between that time while you're on probation, okay, they can stick you with some more. You see what I'm saying? He's not going to tell you none of that. But that brother, he going to feel at ease. He going to be like, he going to be happier than a sissy in jail. Okay.
Yeah, because he's happy that he didn't get jail time.
Yeah, there it is. Jail time.
You know?
That's it, Quinn. You took the words out of my mouth. That man happy because he's not going to jail. Okay? That's what he's happy about. I'm not going to jail. My job ain't gonna know about it. I'm going back to work, and everything is good.
Yeah, right? That's they think.
I'm saying. Okay. This is what we have to stop doing. We have to stop calling these attorneys. Okay. These cases can be handled, okay, by you yourself, and however. I mean, I'm not giving no. Let me make this plain and clear. I am not giving no legal advice. Okay. Let me make that plain and clear. I'm not giving legal advice here. I'm basically explaining to you what I would do in circumstances. Okay. I showed you what I did in my circumstance. Okay. So this is what I'm doing. I'm showing you. I'm not giving no legal advice because I'm not an attorney. I'm better than an attorney. But anyway.
Yeah, that's just it.
But yeah, without, like I said, not giving no legal advice. But what I'm saying is that I would not ever go get an attorney to represent me to do anything. Okay? Nothing. When I say nothing, I mean absolutely nothing. Okay? Because only thing attorney is going to do is keep you in the system. All right? Yeah. That's his job. His job is to keep you in the system. If you a new okay?
And take your money while they do it.
Stealing your energy. This is what they're doing. This whole process is what it's about, y'all. It's about them stealing your energy. The time that you decide on what you want to do about that. All right. So I gave you all the information that you need, okay, to file your claim. Okay. And if you got any questions, hit me up at kingdmac59@gmail.com. If you need, further assistance, if you got any questions, we're going to be here next Thursday, same time. Yes. All right. And every week we bring in some applied information, because this is what this platform is about. It's about applied information. Okay. The information we're bringing you is information that has been applied. I've applied this information. All right. And I'm showing you how I applied my information. Okay. And how you can do the same. It don't matter what state you in. All of them are the same. Okay. It don't matter if you in Timbuktu. It don't matter. Okay.
Right.
Get the claim in. All right. That's all I'm saying, y'all. Let's get these claims in. And when you get them in, when you get your claims in, come back to the forum and talk about it. Let's talk about this.
Right. Okay? Exactly. Yeah. Or if you have family members, because, some people is so caught up in this whole system You know, their money is being sucked, their energy, their time, because some of their family members is locked up behind all of these so-called charges, you know, all because they don't have the knowledge, you know, of what to do and the information, you know, to get out of the situation and to also help other people, because no matter what, each claim that's filed is helping other people than yourself not to go through that, because now they have to really look at, and are they going to get bonded, you know, because they have to still conduct their so-called business, you know, but they're going to have to do it in another way.
Exactly. Big. I'm glad you mentioned those bonds, Queen. I got to touch on that, y'all. That's very true. There's 2 police officers right now in Davidson County, Tennessee, without a job. Okay? Because I put that paper on them. All right? Now, understand this. If they deny the claim, when you go file that suit in Chancery, and when you get ready to file your suit, all right, you can file your suit against those officers in their individual capacity, y'all. That's what's so beautiful about this, is that when you sue them in their individual capacity, they have to go hire an attorney. Okay?
Exactly.
You hit them in their pockets right off the bat. And you can file the claim as being indigent. All right? You ain't gonna cost you shit to file your claim. See what I'm saying? That K Mutt gotta go retain an attorney. She gotta come out their pockets about 3 or 4 G's right off the rip to retain a lawyer, because the state does not cover a public official when they act outside their official capacity, people. And that's huge. Okay? When they turn that emergency light on and there has been no crime committed, they're acting outside their official capacity. You can sue them in their individual capacity now because they're not immune by the state. Wow. Let me show you that shit right quick. I forgot.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you about, is to actually, because some people, I would say most people don't know that they're acting out of their official capacity.
Yes.
They think that they're supposed to do that. Mm-hmm. You know, even the guy I was telling you that I was speaking to yesterday, you know, he actually thought that this is how it's supposed to be, that we're supposed to just obey. And then if we get stopped, just be thankful.
Yeah, be thankful that you ain't with take you to jail.
Yeah, that's just it. I mean, but imagine thinking like that, you know, and that's just it. And I was like, okay, well, how long is this supposed to go on? Are we always supposed to be like harassed and we're not doing anything but minding our own business, just, you know, traveling? And he actually said, yeah, that's just it.
Wow.
He thinks that this is normal.
Wow. Here it is right here, people. Check this out. Can you see this, Queen?
I can see it, yeah.
Okay, peep this out. A governmental entity and its employees acting within the course and scope of their employment or duties shall not be liable for any claim. Let me read that again, y'all. A governmental entity and its employees acting within the course and scope of their employment or duties shall not be liable for any claim. Okay? Now, shall not be allowed for any claim arising out of legislative, judicial action, blah, 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 arising out of omission, employee or government entity exercise ordinary care. Okay? Now, C, this is mine right here, y'all. This is that's the Yuga. All right? Arising out of any act or omission of an employee of a governmental entity engaged in the performance or execution of duties or activities relating to police, popo, or fire protection, unless, finish reading that, Queen. What does that say? Unless what?
Wow. Unless the employee acted in reckless disregard of the safety and well-being of any person not engaged in criminal activity at the time of injury.
Bam. Oop, there it is.
Wow.
That's how you get them in their individual capacity. Because when they turn that light on, y'all, that's reckless. Okay?
And
it's disregard of the safety and well-being of you, because you were not ever engaged in a criminal activity at the time that they turned their light on. Okay? All you was doing was being black and beautiful. Ain't no crime in that shit.
Right, exactly. I'll tell you.
That's how you hit them upside the head. Oops, upside the head. Okay? That's it. This is in all the statutes and codes. You got to go in and find it. All right? And this is why, and this is the beautiful part about this whole scenario, is coming at them in their individual capacity. Okay?
Right.
And that's why I got that claim number. So now I'm going in and I'm suing that police officer in his individual capacity. You all? Do you hear me? So, peep game, it don't even matter. Don't even think about, well, they ain't gonna rule it. You got to understand, when you file the complaint, you already won. Do you hear me? You already won, because you hit him in his pocket.
Wow.
That's the whole purpose of this, y'all. That's liable, right? Because now that cave mutt, y'all, he gonna think twice. The next time he pull over another Nubian brother, he gonna think about the 4 G's that he just coughed up.
That's true. Exactly. Exactly.
Shut the system down overnight.
Well, see, and as you said, that's why it's continuing, because our people don't even know, or most of our people don't know, that they can do this. You know, they don't know. And then even looking up some of the statutes, I could just talk about just my own self. I mean, and that's why the beautiful part about presenting the information is that, you know, you are definitely, you know, available and making yourself available for people to contact you if they need help. But I know that with me, when I had to represent myself, well, I didn't know. And see, if I knew you while I was going through a lot of things, I wouldn't have went through it, especially not the way I did. You know, paying attorneys. Like one attorney, he took $2,500 from me and then wanted more, and he didn't do anything but file one paper. And I told him that, and he gave me a breakdown of his hours, and at $350 an hour. So of course they know how to get that paper out your pocket, you know. And his thing was, well, at $350 an hour, I mean, look at all of the work I did. So of course $2,500 is going to go like that, and he wanted more from me. And then that's when I said, okay, you know what? I'm going to have to just find out how to do this myself. But it's such a tangled web with all of these statutes and codes, and then they change things, you know, and stuff like that. So it's intimidating for a lot of people to actually look at things and then know what they're looking at. So that's why I'm so glad that, you know, you're available to help people who may not even know, you know, how to look up things.
Yes, I got a question came in from one of the viewers, and they're asking, can someone still sue after they pay the ticket? Yes, as long as the statute, you have to understand, as long as the statute of limitations haven't ran out, you can sue. You can file your claim. Okay, it don't matter if you paid the ticket or not. If you paid the ticket, and if you paid the ticket, that's why you filed the claim, so you can get that money back.
That's right.
So yeah, if you file, it don't matter if you filed the ticket. If you've been racially profiled, it does not matter. Okay, all you're concerned about, the statute, the limitations has ran out, and that's not what you wanted to do. So even if you pay for the ticket, even if they already, convicted you already on the case, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you got a call, you can file that claim.
That's excellent. That's excellent.
Let's get these claims in. If you know anybody that has, because like I said, everybody that knows somebody that's been in those situations, it could be a situation where they came and kicked your door in. You see what I'm saying? We get that a lot too, where they coming in, coming in people's houses with no search warrants and stuff. And you know what I'm saying? Man, y'all gotta stop, y'all just got to quit being so passive.
Right.
I mean, they coming into your house without a search warrant, all right? And then they finding all this stuff up in your house, taking you to jail, and you pleading out on this mess. You see what I'm saying? You pleading out on it because you don't know no better, because you didn't know they didn't have proper cause to be up in your house to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
And even search warrants, y'all, even if they got a search warrant to come off in your crib, come and see me, all right? Because we got remedy. You can get remedies for that too, because everything has to be looked at, even search warrants. You know what I'm saying? We have to start holding public officials liable, because these judges who signing these search warrants, a whole lot of times they signing these search warrants without any probable cause. So now we got to go file a claim against that judge. You see what I'm saying? So it ain't no public official out there that can't get it. Okay, it don't matter. Prosecutor, judge, magistrates, it don't matter. They can get it.
Exactly. Well, that's just it, and that's another thing too, is people don't know, even about the breakdown of the court itself, and it's not about justice for any of us. It's a corporation that's put in place, and it's there to keep us enslaved. And that's basically it. That's the bigger picture of it, because once they can get you into their jails, they already know that they have free labor, so
they have a slave.
It's to destroy, to continue to destroy us as a people, period. Because once they put the felonies on, which they've done, they made even crimes or so-called crimes, they've made them felonies, wherein years ago they weren't felonies, because they knew that they was going to be pinning it on us.
Right.
So that's just it. It's very extensive, and I would say the traffic stops is like the first step into that, and they know that, and then if someone has that much fines and tickets racked up, that's another possibility on serving jail time, because some people can't even pay for these fines and stuff. So now it's just creating a whole atmosphere for our people, all because they don't have the knowledge. So that's just it. But now you do have the knowledge, because it's going to be put out there. And I'll just tell you, I mean, these live streams will be there, and we'll continue to do them to bring forth information that's going to be the freedom, because it's all about, the freedom of our people. It's enough of all of the harassment, the bondage. It's time. And then this period right now that we're in anyway, is a period where it's being reversed. It's time for us to take back what was stolen from us.
Yes, indeed, Queen, indeed. And I appreciate everybody that came and checking us out. Like I said, this is going to be up for people to come and view. If you got any questions about the procedures that was displayed this evening, just give us a shout. And every Thursday we're gonna be here bringing applied information. Every week we're gonna have something different. This powerful energy gonna keep flowing every week, and until we get until we build this nation, because that's what we're about here, y'all. We're about building. We're about creating. You know what I'm saying? We're not, This is not one of these, shows where we just share information. You know what I'm saying? Because information without application is not liberation, people.
Exactly.
I mean, if you just want information, I mean, there's a whole lot of them out there just shooting information around, and all they want to do is just, they want to get so many hits so they can get paid on their channel. You see what I'm saying? And
Right.
we're not even. I'm gonna be honest with you. We're not even signed up for no residuals or none of that. That's not really what we about right here. You see what I'm saying? We about liberating our people. We about giving you applied information that you could take. So anybody who see this video, you could get up and you can go apply this information. 10 minutes of your time and $10. All right?
Right. Yes.
Get it done. And come back to the forum and say, hey, I got my claim in. You see what I'm saying? And keep us posted on that, because we're gonna have a little kind of Queen. I don't know what we're gonna call it. We gotta have like a little chart up, you know what I'm saying? So we gotta keep a record of, of what's going on throughout the country. You see what I'm saying? Right. We want to keep, these claims, like I said before, these claims have to be filed, y'all. We have to get them in. I mean, it's mandatory that we do this. Okay. And I'm bringing this information, applied information to you free of charge. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? It don't cost nothing but your time.
Right. Exactly.
Your time to go, and like I said, to go take this information and apply it. Okay. And that's what we're going to bring. We're going to have something. We got Brother Diggins coming on as a guest, and he gonna show you how to handle that tax court situation, that income tax. Okay. And then we're gonna bring it up. We're gonna bring up and show you how to opt out of all these these entities that's stealing your energy. Okay. When you go to exchange your energy, you call it going to work, but I don't use those terms. Those are slave terms, work. So exchange energy. Okay. So when you go exchange your energy has a value. So when people, when you get your check and you look at it and you see goddamn FICA, Medicaid, Social Security, $200 out you like, God damn, these people stealing your energy and you don't even know it. And you're not tracking it. So I'm gonna show you how to opt out this shit and tell these motherfuckers to quit stealing your shit. All right, stop stealing your energy. Okay.
Yeah.
Including federal income tax, y'all. Okay. We're gonna talk about all that. We're gonna talk about freeing you from these trolls, from these parasites out here. Okay, that's stealing your energy, and that's what they're stealing. Theft by deception. Do you understand? Theft by deception.
Yep, exactly.
And that's what you have to guard. You have to understand your energy. I don't know about y'all, but my energy is valuable than a mofo. You see what I'm saying? So I can't give these cave mutts my energy. You know what I'm saying? So anytime I get any kind of presentment from them, anything, I'm gonna show you how to handle that. That's another thing we're gonna talk about, presentments, y'all. That's big, because anytime you get a presentment in the mail from a court to pay something, I'm gonna show you how to respond. Okay, you have to learn how to respond to these entities. Stop responding like you who they say you are. You know
Exactly.
Okay, can't nobody tell you who you are but you. How to govern and navigate through commerce. So when you get a presentment, when you send it back to them, you send it back to them, separating yourself from that all caps name. And then it's simple to do. All you do is just go and get an EIN number for your estate. Okay, so whatever your all caps name is, you get an EIN number. So anytime you get a presentment, okay, when you respond to that presentment, you responded to that entity as a representative, okay, of that all caps name. Right out the gate, y'all, you separate yourself. You're not liable for nothing. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how to do that and how to get results. I'm gonna show you the results that I got when you respond to these people in a certain manner. That's just like I said, applied information. We're gonna show you how about mortgages, y'all. You ain't supposed to be paying no mortgages. You see what I'm saying?
I'll tell you.
Talk about that. You see what I'm saying? You're not supposed to be paying these crackers, these cave months, no mortgages. You ain't supposed to be paying no mortgage. Okay? They owe you. All right? Believe that. You ain't supposed to be waking up every morning struggling about, a roof over your head and your family, y'all. That ain't
I
how
tell you.
that ain't how we supposed to be living. I'm gonna show you.
Right.
I'm gonna show you how to navigate through this jungle, all right? Without your energy being stolen. Okay? I'm gonna show you how to take control. Okay? Take control of that all caps name. All right. So when you get, and so you'll know how to respond when a came up, pull you over and ask you for your driver's license. You'll know to look at that crack and tell him, I ain't got no driver's license, but my person does. You can have that. Okay. You can take it and wipe your booty hole with. I don't care what you do. But it's not important to me because I don't need driver's license. All right. So
Right.
we're gonna get off into that, and we'll see you next week. We're gonna be, like I said, we're gonna keep this popping. We're gonna keep this energy flowing.
Yes.
Queen Davina, you want to ride us on out of here because I think we're gonna wrap it up for right now. And like I said, King DMac 59 at gmail.com. If you got any questions about any information that you heard tonight, give me a shout. If you got any questions or need guidance, that's what we're here for. Okay.
Yes. Yes. And then for those that don't know me, I'm a realtor. So if you need any real estate services, also my email address is Rose, ROZE, properties at gmail.com. And then I think that we could even put our, contact information under the video, so that people could always go there and see a phone number and an email address where you could always reach us, because we'll be here. And
yes,
I've learned a lot, that if I had known King D back then, I mean, wow, I would have saved myself a lot of money.
Right. Hey, but it ain't too late, Queen, because, hey, moving forward, that's what it's about. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And so that's just it. And I think that each one of us that's been pulled over know that feeling, especially after hearing, so many stories of what could be, about to happen to you. It's the same thing that happens to somebody else. It could happen to you because, we can't put ourselves, and we don't want to put ourselves into their thinking, their mind, because it takes a certain sick mind anyway to have done whatever they've done to our people, so it's just time for it to reverse. Yes. And so thank you all too for coming tonight to this first kickoff of our show, which will be powerful every week.
Yes. And we'll see you next Thursday, same time, same station, y'all.
Yes. Okay. Good night.
Peace and love.
Bye-bye.